Hello, my fellow YouTubers. Well, it's still downpouring day three. So I decided to try something. So this is the inside of this is positively charged high voltage coming from a rubber band static machine. So that would be the inside. So if we put a charge on the inside, the air or ground would provide the difference in potential, the opposite charge. So the other end just goes to earth ground, just a wire and a pole sticking in the ground. So we're sending positive energy into the center, and we are pulling energy out of the ground in order to do this. In order for that charge to release, it has to be up against the other side of its potential, and that happens to be ground right there. So, what do we have in plan? Well, for starters, I got these 4700 microfarad, 47 microfarad, 1600 volt oil can capacitors. To start off with, I need to add an interrupter to this circuit. So we're going to do a spark gap interrupt, but this is going to be more designed to be a Tesla hairpin. So what we're going to do is put two caps on either side of this interrupter with a coil with an iron core in the middle for inductance. And this is going to be the oscillator for this circuit, so we can fill these oil cans up. So what happens if I don't add ground to the back side of this? Well, let's check and see. Probably has a charge built up from me walking away from it, so let's remove the charge. All right. Give it a second. A lot of moisture in the air, so that does a lot of dampening on electrostatics. Very little buildup. Very little. The air is not giving it a much of an opposing. Oh shit. That's got a nice little shock it do. Hands are wet. It's amazing. No, you do not. This ain't happening. Yep. Sorry about the videoing, guys. Alright. So now we got ground on the outside. take a peek. Should be enough buildup in there to make a difference. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wants to run the ground. But that's really what you see in there is negative chasing positive. So the energy is coming up from the ground to match the difference in potential that's created on the inside of this plate. Now the object is to get this plate up in the air. Uh, I mean, days like this are almost impossible. Um, but I have ideas of putting that under vacuum pressure, and I don't mean a minus pressure, it'd be a plus pressure. So that would increase the voltage. And when you increase the voltage, you'll have more flow. So we are actually talking Ed Lee Scallon learning lessons here because not only are we storing energy, and you can see um, when you dead short them, like a battery, it'll release its energy it has. So we want to not only store it, but we want to concentrate it. So in order to concentrate it, we need to give it a motion, and that'll be done by this guy right here. So this guy is going to take one energy and put it in a coil, and it's going to give it direction. That is going to be also connected to each capacitor, and each capacitor will resonate. Boom, 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 will resonate, meaning it will fluctuate back and forth to the resonancy of whatever this actually propulsion electron generator rubber band mechanism here is doing, because you can tell that this is oscillating too. So just because this is a positive coming out and that's a negative, I believe what happens here is on the rubber band is one side is negative and the other side's positive, and because of the motion that one side picks up and the other side picks up. I don't think because this is up high or this is down low really matters. It's more about the direction. I did spin this the opposite way, and I did notice a little variable difference, but I couldn't spin it fast enough as the AC motor spinning. So back to this guy over here with that energy that right now I'm about to release is not only the energy that's trapped on the inside of the container, but it's going to be matching DC energy or matching negative energy coming from the ground back on up. So when we look at it like Ed's magnetic current and his magnetic base, so he'll say here that magnetic current, then you will know what it is, how it's made, what makes it, and the way it runs in the wire. Then you will know what the north and south pole individual magnets can do. And then you will know what electricity is. Of course, we're not going to send $1 to this guy. He's dead. But we're definitely going to take his writings and we're going to pick them apart and start talking about these mechanisms that are sitting on top of there, along with the hook, and how we plan on driving the energy inwardly, okay? Because that's the concentration. If you go in Ed's magnetic current, not on this one here, but the real book itself, he talks about concentrating. And when you put things in a revolution, if you put everything in motion, and you do so many revolutions of that motion, you'll see a concentrated positive or buildup. Okay, you'll see a concentrated buildup. So that means we need to put in motion to build up concentration so we can therefore start charging and using it as workable power. All right, you guys.